don't have to read like 247 to be a brilliant student or to be an A student here in the United States. But hi, beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ayoola. If you are new here, I am a Nigerian YouTuber based in Dallas. Thank you for dropping by. I hope you join the family and subscribe. And if you're a returning subscriber, you already know you're an answered prayers. Thank you for always coming back. Today's video, we are just going to pick up from where we left off in our last discussion with international students. So let's get right into it. Today we'll be dealing with the topic of how to get good grades as an international student here in the United States or anywhere else, honestly. And you might be thinking, who does she think she is to tell me how to get good grade? Even me, I know. But let me give you like a backstory of just before I get into the points of the day. I have like about 10 points for you on how to do this. But a backstory, while I was in secondary school, we call it, that's high school. That's what they call high school here. In case you're not from Nigeria or any African country, when I was in secondary school, I wasn't the best student. For a fact, anybody that knew me from secondary school will be able to attest to this. And I went to one of, like, I would say proudly, one of the best secondary schools, at least academically. My school was sound. Just for the sake of record and shout outs to the people that like helped me to get here, it was God first. And I would say my secondary school, the name of my secondary school is Citadel International College, Ikare Akoko in Ondo State. If you are a CITO alumni or whatever, shout out in the comment section. Let me know what set you graduated from. And if you agree with me that Citadel was actually a good school academically, let's not talk otherwise. I had in the top 10, top 20, I don't think my name was there, at least, not to the best of my knowledge. But maybe because there were like a lot of brilliant people in my school at the time. So there was this popular saying that, oh, if you graduate from my school, maybe as a C student or as a D student, be going to the university, you're going to be like an A student. And realistically, I did not understand it. I didn't think it was a genuine advice at the time. So getting into the university, I decided for myself that I didn't want to be like an average student. I want to be better. I actually did want to be better. And I want that thing that they say to come through for me. So it wasn't just about the saying, it was me deciding for myself that I wanted to be better. And I saw a drastic change. So a lot of people that met me in uni, you probably say to you, if you ever mention my name to them, they will say, "Oh, she was good. She was really good. She passed her exam. She was a great student." But in all fairness, people that met me in secondary school might not really say the same thing. So maybe growth, maybe it was. I don't think it was anything that had to do with the saying that if you graduated from my school, when you get into the university, you do better. I think it was me making that decision that I want to do better. So let's just know that and know peace that I actually did better in uni, and I can say for a fact that I'm doing great right now. So to glory to God, I'm doing great right now. So let's move into it. So I'm saying you don't have to read like 247 to be a brilliant student or to be an A student here in the United States. But you see that thing that they say, if you're a D student in this, when you get to here, when you get to the United States or when you get to another school, you are going to be the this. It's not a, it's not the, it's not, there's no way to say it. It's not true. Yes, it's not true. How do you get good grades when you move to when you move abroad, when you move to an international school, when you move away from your comfort zone? I would say drop your mindset, like whatever mindset that you are coming from. And I will also say don't drop your mindset. Let me explain. Drop your mindset in the sense that if you come here with the expectation that it's going to be difficult, studying abroad is so hard, then most likely everything would look hard to you. Like even the simplest things might just come off as difficult because you've already told your mind. Your mind works with what you feed it. So you've already told your mind that it's going to be difficult. And if you also come here with the mindset that I'm an A student back from Nigeria, I'm a C student back from Nigeria, I already know that when I get here, I'm going to do better because it's easier here. You might get the shock of your life. You will think everything will be very easy. Then you get here and realize that, well, I need to do a lot. So there should be balance in that. Don't just drop it at home. All that mindset of when you get here it's going to be so easy or when you get here it's going to be so hard, drop it at home. Then also come with the mindset that I paid a lot of money. This is a new territory. I want to learn. And for a fact, for people doing their master's degree, some people have left school 3 years, 4 years, 5 years ago. They've not been in academic environment. So if you're coming with the mindset that you were a good student in uni and now you're here, you probably would have a lot of things being mixed up. So come with the mindset that I want to learn. Come with an open mind. Yes. So drop the mindset at home, but come with an open mind that I want to learn. This is a new territory and I want to excel. So basically, that's the first point. Come with an open mind. Second thing will be compensate for your knowledge gap. So knowledge gap in the sense that, see, we all know our strong points and our weaknesses. No, if anybody don't even tell you, you personally know where your strong points are and where your weak points are. I always say this, I don't know mathematics. I have issues doing arithmetics. Numbers are not my favorite things, but if you give me letters, I would read letters, I would understand letters. So if I ever have to pick classes, I already know that I would tilt towards things that are more literature kind, not literature in terms of like storybooks, like text rather than numbers. I will stick to text rather than numbers. So try to know what your limitations are even before you come into the country. And when you know those limitations, you will be able to almost always these schools already tell you the courses you are doing for the semester and they also provide the text. Maybe not you have to buy the books or something. They already provide it. If you know you have knowledge gaps in this area, it's okay that before the semester starts, you actually go through those texts just so you don't get to class and you are lost. And you need to also pay attention to the fact that some semesters will be easier than some semesters. Currently, I think I'm having my toughest semesters because I am doing a course that has to do with neuroscience and I am not very sciencey. So, and I've had semesters that I've seen things that I've seen before. So just come with that idea that you need to fill your gap in knowledge. Third thing we're going to be talking about is stick to your reading pattern. So everybody has a way that works for them. I know some of you come on YouTube to check, oh, how to study and get good grade, the right pattern to do it. Some people will say you have to go to the library to be able to study appropriately. Well, maybe not true. Maybe it is sitting at home in the dark and just silence that works for you. Maybe it's blasting loud music that works for you to learn. Whatever works for you to assimilate and understand, stick to it. Stop looking for new ways. Stop looking for ways to correct things that are right. Look for ways to correct things that are wrong. So focus on the things that are wrong, do it right, but don't try to change the one that is currently working just because, oh, you feel like change is good but not in this kind of aspect. This kind of aspect, you only better what you already know, not shut out what is working to go and look for what is not. So if you have a pattern for studying, please stick to it. The next thing, that's the fourth thing we're talking about, is have a calendar. So here, everything has to do with deadlines. Oh my goodness, like everything. And you know the funny thing, nothing springs up, nothing gets spring up on you. Like they don't just come today and say, today we are writing a test. No, they always give you notice ahead. So have a calendar, either a manual calendar or a digital one. The one is digital now. I would rather prefer a manual one, but I can't remember the last time I saw a manual calendar. So if you have any small one, you can use that. It saves you time. Just document this is the deadline for this assignment and be time conscious. Don't start an assignment you're supposed to do. So a lot of people here do it. I've seen a lot of international students when we have group chats, not even international students, like students that are from here, the white students that are from here. We have to submit a paper by tomorrow or next tomorrow, and I'm seeing them arguing on the group chat about just starting the assignment. And I'm like, what happened 1 week earlier? I get it that we all have life responsibilities, but your major goal here is to learn. So if you don't give that priority, then what are you giving priority to? Exactly. So please set your calendars, note it down, and at least give yourself 1 week to complete those assignments. It's very important. The fifth thing we are going to be talking about is it's just stemming up from the last point. Avoid procrastination. Avoid it at all costs. I know it is impossible. Life happens. But if you even have to procrastinate, please do it wisely. Give yourself enough time to procrastinate, then still do the job. So just let's get that out of the way. We need to ask questions. So these classes are amazing. Like these lecturers are amazing as compared to where I'm coming from. They are very open to you asking questions, and don't be shy. You might be the only one in class asking the questions. My dear, ask. You spent 10 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million naira to even sit in that class. They work. This is the rule. Lecturers work for you here, not the other way around. So please ask questions. And there's something called office hours here where lecturers open their doors and you can come in. So in case you did not get it in class, go back and ask the question. Send an email. They almost always respond to your emails, to your questions. So please go back and ask questions. The sixth thing, if I'm not mistaken, because I think I'm mixing up the numbers already, but if I'm not mistaken, the sixth thing that you get to class and you are carried away for whatever reasons, or you are just overwhelmed, maybe it's just a bad day for you, I would advise that you record the lecture. So I think videos are usually not allowed, but you could do some clips if you need like a pictorial representation of what you are currently learning. But audios are not shied at. So please record the lecturer. Maybe the lecturer is talking too fast or the accent is getting in the way of your education. At least when you get back home, you can forward it, rewind it, do whatever with it, manipulate the video in the audio in such a way that you will be able to grasp all that it is saying. Like attend lectures, like don't even do it. Don't do that. Oh, you will not attend lectures, because sometimes these lecturers actually give grades for attendance, and sometimes if you don't attend some lectures, you might not just know what they are talking about. I am in a neuroscience class, guys, and imagine I don't attend the lecture. What am I supposed to do? The material alone would not do justice to it. So record the lecture if you have to, but make sure you attend, you understand and listen. And if there's any hiccup along the line, put your hands up. The last exam I wrote, I was the last person to submit. And at some point, I felt that, wow, everybody's done. I'm the one to. But I told myself, the money I paid, you people did not pay it. So let me sit down and do it to the best of my knowledge. So long as it's not the end of the exam time, I didn't have any problem. Let them all finish. I will do it at my own time and finish when I'm supposed to. Next in line, I need to catch my breath. Exactly. So next in line, you need to take a break. See, there is wonders in taking a break. So sometimes I just deliberately Netflix and chill, and sometimes I just deliberately sleep because it is a lot. It's a lot because you are working, you have your family back home, you are like having emotional roller coaster almost every 2 to 7 a K market day. So if you need to actually take a break, take a breather, please take a break. I know that I'm saying, oh, read or do all that, but your health is your wealth. Your health is very important. Your sanity is very important. So if you ever need to take a break from studying, or maybe it's not entering, you're not understanding, leave it. Leave it alone and come back later to check it up. Okay, that's the seventh thing. The eighth thing we are going to be talking avoid plagiarism, guys. So if you don't know what plagiarism is, I think I'll just leave the definition in order not to talk too much. I'll leave the definition of plagiarism here. So that means you need to check. There are almost always apps on these our schools websites that helps you to run your paper through, depending on the department you are. But no matter where you are, you would write papers, you would do like thesis submission. Make sure you don't copy and paste. See, copy and pasting here is like one of the deadliest things you can do. Try to learn how to paraphrase. There are apps like QBoots or website like QBoots that can help you paraphrase. So you don't carry something from somebody's work and put it in your work. Always try to keep your ratings under 20%. 20% meaning 80% of the work is your own, maybe 20% is from another person and well paraphrased. So you don't want a problem because that paper will be done for if you ever do that. Like pick up a paper online and put it in your hole. It's done for. I can assure you that they would not even want to read it. So please keep your plagiarism level low. Use app like look websites. I keep saying app. Use website like Turnitin to check your work to see how many percent it is reading for plagiarism. Ninth, ninth thing on our list. We are almost done. Wow. The ninth thing on our list is Microsoft Office. So the schools almost always have like career centers, learning centers, writing centers that help you to write papers well. So when I started, I did not know how to write in American Psychological Association paper like APA's format. I didn't know how to, but I was able to know how to. I didn't use any of those writing centers in school, although I know they existed, but I kind of learned on my own better. So I went on YouTube, I looked for how to use APA format, and I learned it. So if you want to use APA format, use APA format, come to YouTube, learn it, or visit your writing center in your school. These resources are available to you. And aside APA format or any other format of writing, it's very important that you know how to use Microsoft Office, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel. Those things are very important because you will almost always be writing. So you need to know how to do them and do them properly. So please, if you don't know how to do them, use the writing centers in your school. There's always like tutors, yeah, and these things are free. You've already paid for them when you paid those millions. So don't worry about it. Or come to YouTube and search how to write this or how to use Microsoft Word to do this, how to use Excel to do that. I don't know too much, but I always contact my friends back in Nigeria if I'm stuck. Okay, this is it. You guys know this. Ask questions, ask for help. And the tenth and the last thing we are going to talk about is talk to God. It should have come first, but I kept it till now because it's like the most important thing. Hand over your affairs to God. Only God can see you through this new phase, this new journey. And the truth is, it is very possible to be an A student. These things are very small. These things I just mentioned are things you could just implement and it will just skyrocket you from average to excellence in no time. No, in a lot of time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something in this video. I hope it makes sense to you. We are growing a community here, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If there's a reading tip that works for you and you could share with me, I would be glad because I'm still struggling. But yeah, we're getting it right one day at a time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let the family grow. I love you all, and I'll see you in my next video.